With the solar eclipse on March the 29th comes a time for integration and realignment. Because as the eclipse gateway now closes, everything that it began with the first eclipse, with the lunar eclipse earlier this month, now all comes to conclusion. And we now have the energetic support to really integrate all the shifts and changes and growth that we have experienced because of this eclipse gateway. Because these last couple of weeks, and actually March in general, we were really guided to go deep, to work with our shadow aspects. Shadow aspects that required our attention actually did come to the surface. So this was truly a deeply transformative month that really helped us to grow, to advance, to ascend, and to really realign ourselves to a new, higher version of ourselves. And now with this solar eclipse on the 29th, you're being assisted to really integrate all the shifts, all the changes, all the growth that you have experienced. Because this integration is necessary for you to then realign yourself. Because every time when we're growing, every time when we're going through a period of inner growth and inner transformation and even darkening of the souls and inner healing, there also comes a time of integration, because we need to integrate all that has happened. Because that will then help us then shift into the new version that we have grown into. But without the integration, we're really missing this deep transformational aspect of what unfolded. So now with this solar eclipse, this is really what is the key here, is to integrate, to realign. And now with the solar eclipse on the 29th, it's also the closing of the eclipse gateway as well. Now we still have the 2 weeks afterwards where things still realign. And that's when the realignment really happens. It kickstarts with the solar eclipse, the integration and the realignment. And over the next couple of weeks, then after the eclipse season, that's when you're really shifting into the version you have grown into. And in this video, I want to share with you a brief overview of the most important things to know about this solar eclipse, followed by a powerful light language activation to help you with this on an energetic level, to really help you integrate and realign. So let's start out with the quick overview of the most important things to know about this solar eclipse. The most important thing for you to know is that there is a call to pause, to reflect, and to integrate. Like really making a time and space on or around the solar eclipse to take time out to just sit in stillness, go within, and really assess, okay, how much have you grown this month alone or within the eclipse season? What have you uncovered about yourself? What have you learned? Really reflect on all the shifts that have taken place, but then also reflect on the growth that you experienced. Because it's not always about reflecting on all the shifts and stuff like that, all the things that you have overcome, but it's then also realizing, oh my God, I have grown so much. I have shifted my perspective about certain things. I'm no longer looking at things the same way. Maybe there's some new ideas that came in as well. Maybe now you feel called to really expand more, to evolve more, to really step more into your power or whatever it is. And it's also that call to really reflect on that. But then really integrating the lesson, because the one key thing about shadow work is about every shadow holds a message, a lesson, and a gift. And it's about integrating the shadow by taking the message, the lesson, the gift, but releasing the negative charge, releasing the emotional charge around whatever shadow aspect you uncovered, you worked through. And this is really the invitation right now, is really to integrate all that you have learned, all that you have experienced, the growth that you have experienced as well, but then also acknowledge how far you have come, what you have uncovered about yourself, how differently you may feel now. Because this month has truly been a deeply transformative month, not just because of the eclipse gateway, but we also had a spring equinox as well. Mercury is in retrograde. I mean, March is like a power month of so many cosmic events, so many cosmic shifts, and it's all to assist us. So at the end of this month, and this is really a perfect time to look at it, to see how much have you grown this month? How much have you transformed this month? Because as you let it settle, as you integrate all that, as you reflect, you're then shifting into a new version of yourself, into a new frequency band, because as you have grown, you've also uplifted. So now it's really aligning yourself to that new version that you have grown into. Maybe you've had ideas throughout this month, or you've had realizations of what you feel called to step into, what you feel called to evolve into. Well, now you're aligning yourself to that version of you that you have grown into on an energetic level. which will then help you to actually create that in your life, where you then feel inspired to maybe take that next step, take that bigger leap. And this light language will help you with that. So before we get into that, I do want to mention one tiny little thing because I made quite the oopsie. I actually had to re-record the beginning of this video all over again, because the first time I recorded it, instead of me talking about the solar eclipse, I kept talking about the lunar eclipse. So I just made a little oopsie there. So you will notice that at the end of the video, after the light language activation, there's the follow-up for, how to make the most of it. Here I will mention the lunar eclipse a couple of times, but I'm actually talking about the solar eclipse. I just didn't want to re-record the entire video because the light language and the follow-up, because as I then talk about how to make the most of it, that usually is then the conclusion of the light language activation. So I didn't want to re-record the entire video with the light language because the light language was so powerful. So I just want you to know is that at the end of the video, I will talk more about the lunar eclipse, but I'm actually meaning the solar eclipse. So I just want you to know, but I re-recorded the beginning of the video, so I'm not going to confuse you too much. So I just want you to know that. So without further ado, if you're ready to receive this beautiful activation, please join me here by placing both feet on the ground, getting grounded, getting present, getting centered. Take a deep breath in, breathe in light and love. When you breathe out, just drop into your heart and then close your eyes. Allow yourself to just let go of anything that doesn't need to be here. Now here you may actually also bring any of the disconnects, any frustration, anything that you are still holding on to that was triggered because of the eclipse season. Bring this into this activation, because I'm going to assist you in really clearing that, transcending that, so you can really let that go. Now you may call upon your soul, your team of guides, your higher self if you so wish, as I too now call upon my team of guides. The highest, best, most loving angelic guides, galactic guides, dragon guides, and light beings that can best support us now for this beautiful energy calibration activation. Please step forward and connect with us and assist us in helping us open ourselves up to receiving that what is to our highest and greatest good. And we ask for divine assistance and please helping us embody and integrate all the upgrades, the shifts, the growth that we have experienced this month and throughout the eclipse gateway. Please cleanse and dissolve any energetic fragments, misalignments, interferences, and imprints that have been left behind by all the upgrades that we have received throughout this month. Please cleanse and clear any other attachments, any programming, imprints that we're now ready to release, any past experiences, any misalignments, anything that is no longer serving our path moving forward. Please also download codexes of high frequency light to replenish our being, recharge us, and bring balance to our being and even our energy centers. Bring balance to any imbalance, alignment to any misalignment. And please ignite our inner excitement within our being so we may find the inspiration and motivation to move ahead, to take leaps and align ourselves with our next higher, more evolved path as the truest, most empowered version of our soul self that we have grown into. And so it is. Luku urrahta e kunna astera leke ku urrahta e nai usturusta nai ku urna kai ku urra anai ku rai ustere ela na e turra e ku rai ku urra nuku urrasta nara al urrahta e ku na an urrasta nu urra e ku ste ai unai usta ai ka nai ku ste dai ku uste ku ursta na ane ul Beloved, you may tune into your being to uncover and become aware of any disconnects, any energetic interference that you feel within your being, any activation, any nervous system activation as well that was caused by all these upgrades that you have received throughout this month. Allow yourself to simply become aware and acknowledge that yes, you may have been activated, but you're now ready to release any activation, any frustration, any sense of feeling squeezed or uncomfortable, allow yourself to simply become aware and allow yourself to release that what no longer serves you. Any of that leftover energetics that are causing you a sense of dis-ease or unease within your being. Simply become aware and allow it to dissolve into the nothingness where it came from. Kest achtere elur stakai ku unaina na annere urachtai una ae uste na annere el urachta an et ura nuster al ura e un a e u na kai ku unanere elur urstein ura na an urachte ku uran a nuk uraktai ku unat e na anne uster ae un ae u na anne et u na uste ust ur achte un a na an ustere heta. Now we wish to invite you to look back over these last few weeks, even this month alone, and just become aware of anything that may have triggered you, any discomfort you have felt. Allow yourself to become aware of the deeper meaning behind it. Detach from the emotion, but just simply become aware of the message, the lesson, the gift, as we're here to assist you in integrating that, but releasing any negative imprinting that was left behind by these experiences, so it will be easier for you to integrate what is important, what you are meant to learn. Ken kurku ursta nara aleuste nakai ku unnaste nuk urracht aik ustere elurst an nuk urracht ai nai uste na an ust urachta nuk urrachta achete ur al nustera allow yourself to disconnect from any stories and simply just integrate the lesson, integrate the gift, integrate the messages. But let go of the story. Open up your awareness to truly becoming aware of the message, the lesson, the gift, because that is the only thing that is important. An el ae uster el ae unara al ursta na an et ursta kaik usta. Integrate all that into your being. Let it settle within your being. Kestach dachtik et u nak aik ust kraka nak aik urra kaik unnakan reket urra na an ura e u na unara alle ura ek urate ehita. Now open yourself up to receiving this energetic download of high frequency codexes to bring balance to any imbalance within you, alignment to any misalignment within you, to replenish you, to recharge you at the deepest level. Nuk urrachtai kurn al urrasta nuk aik uste ena nuster urrachta ek u na at euk aik uster el ursta na ek urrachta ek urrachta nuk urrasta nur ul achte ket ula na ane el urst aik ustere nuk urrachta akte nuk urrachta ek ur an aik ura. Now you may open yourself up to connecting to the energy from up above, from Father Sky, seeing that white stream of high frequency light coming down from up above, entering your crown, going through your entire body. You're in energy centers, filling your entire body up with this beautiful high frequency light, going down your body, your energy centers down through your feet into Mother Earth. And then invoke the stream of light from down below, from Mother Earth, to come up through your feet, to fill your entire body, going through your energy centers, replenishing you, and going out through your crown to connect you from up above to down below and down below to up above. Stay in this energetic stream of light from up above and down below to replenish you, to realign you, to ground you, to cleanse you. These two streams of light are always accessible to you. It only requires your attention, your awareness, and your willingness to invoke these two streams of light. Kestai kurachtaik ur an aiku, nuk urachtaik un at ai ustere el u, na aik ur aeku ur an ae ustere el achta, nukurachtaik ur, nae unera ale ustere et ur ashta, nukuka aiku uste, ukur anai ustere el ae urachta. Feel yourself becoming more centered, more grounded, more internally aligned, as we're here to assist you also to igniting your inner core stability, where you feel that stability from deep within, that deep groundedness in your being, in your presence. Kestach nacht ik urracht aik u, na aenu racht aik urn al lura na ai urkaik unai ustere naik urracht aik ur, na anne ik ustere el urra, na annere el urra kaik unai ustere tur ura, nai unnara al urst an et ur aik ustere el at us, na annere el ursta. Now feel yourself being uplifted, and also feel yourself expanding as well, as we're now assisting you, for one, calming down your energetic nervous system, expanding your energetic nervous system, and igniting that inner excitement within you for a more expanded, evolved path moving forward, that higher aligned path that you are meant to step into, that you have now grown ready to align yourself to. Kestaran narale urrachtaik ustere el a, nukur ku uraiku, nai unra ale ai ustere el usta, nai kustere el ura, nai unra ale ustere el ursta, nai kustere akuna kai kusta, kuranre el ai kustere, nukur stai kurra, nai kustere el ai kur, nai unra ale urra stai kuste emu. Nai kurai naista nuk urrahtaiku nai nura euste, grounded into your being. Still feel expanded. You don't want to contract yourself again or constrict yourself again. Stay expanded, stay open, stay aligned, but ground yourself back into the here and now, grounding everything that you have received just now into the here and now, into your being. Kestai ku unane urrachte nuk urrachta nuk uste nae ustere lukursta enura lakai ku ustusta usturrachtai ku uste. This transmission is not complete. You have received this energetic calibration to the energy of the lunar eclipse. Now it is up to you to embrace that what occurred within the eclipse gateway, to take the lesson, the message, and the gift, and to start acting and showing up in a more evolved, more expanded, more grounded, more centered, more courageous, more inspired version of self. Blessed be, beloved. Blessed be. You may take a deep breath in, breathe in light and love, and let it settle for a moment. And let it settle. Whenever you're ready, you may open up your eyes again, come back into here, and now enjoy me for the rest of the video, and welcome back. Really hope that you enjoyed this beautiful expansive energy, this beautiful activation, this energy calibration. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, maybe leave me a comment below, let me know what was your experience throughout this activation. I'm always curious to hear about you guys' experience. But now, the way you can make the most out of this beautiful activation is, for one, maybe give yourself some time to let it settle, to let it integrate. I mean, this is the perfect time anyways, on or around the lunar eclipse, to take time out to really let everything that you have experienced throughout this month and also throughout the eclipse gateway, to let it all settle. I mean, this month was quite intense. We had so many cosmic events from the eclipse gateway, then the spring equinox, we had the new moons, they were combined with the eclipses. I mean, it's been quite a powerful month. And then Mercury is also retrograde as well, right? So there has been a lot going on an energetic level that may have been quite taxing. So that's why also it's a great time now to take some time out to really recharge, relax, and to let it all settle in. And here the important part here is about make the integration part your focus. Like really be intentional about integrating all that you have learned. Now here what you can do is you can reflect over this month as a whole, or just what happened throughout the Eclipse gateway. Reflect on all the lessons that you have learned, all that you have uncovered. Because, like I said, your shadows have been triggered. You most likely have done a lot of shadow work throughout this Eclipse gateway. And here's really the invitations to reflect on all of that and then integrate what you have learned. The integration is really going to be key, and it's about being intentional about the integration, not brushing it off like, yeah, I learned something. No, but really reflect without judgment, without harshness, without feeling bad, but really just deep acceptance. But then also reflect on the growth that you have experienced, the beautiful lessons that you have learned. Integrate that too. It's not always just about the negative things, integrating that and the shadow. No, it's but also like really realizing how much have you really grown. What have you learned about yourself? Maybe you've gained more clarity about who you are, why you're here, why things are the way they are, any of that stuff. Reflect on that too and integrate that too. So make the integration really a focus, like an intentional focus for you with this lunar eclipse. Now, grounding practices are also going to be very, very beneficial now with really integrating all that you're experiencing. And actually, on a day-to-day basis, it would be ideal if you have a grounding practice to ground yourself into here and now. That then also helps you with that inner core stability, which is also going to be key moving forward. You may even want to do some cleansing, like cleanse your energy field, do some energetic detox, even cleanse your house, your home, your space, do some smudging or whatever you can do. Or if you have a cleansing ritual, now would be the perfect time to do that, to really cleanse away anything that you no longer need, kind of like to prep yourself for a fresh start. But these are really the things that you can do now to really make the most out of this beautiful energy. So it's about really integration, realignment, grounding yourself into here and now, cleanse your energy. And if you would like some help here, I want to invite you to maybe also consider joining me inside my membership Transcendence, where you can receive support on a weekly basis through our weekly live mentor calls. And then there's also that 12-week journey of soul alchemy, where you can learn so many beautiful things about really that deep inner work, about quantum manifestation, to really be the creator of your own reality, to go from stuck and frustrated to really thriving in your life and being the creator of your own reality. So if that's of interest to you, there's a link in the description below. You can try Transcendence out for 7 days with a free trial. See if it's the right fit for you. I would be honored if you were to join me and everyone else on this beautiful soul alchemy journey of really being the creator of our own reality. So thank you so much for being here. And also be sure to check out these two videos here. One is a light language activation to quantum leap, and another one is a guided meditation for quantum jumping, where you jump into the reality that you desire to live the most and really bring it in. I think you're going to enjoy both of them. So thanks so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.